Welcome back to another session of our Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic 2 playthrough. The last time that we played, we escaped Peragus, which is an okay starting area. I think I much prefer Terrace from the first game as a starting area, because Peragus is kind of it's a little confusing at first. You kind of go into the same rooms a few times in different pathways and stuff, but to play through it once I think is interesting enough. I was going to try and do something, right? We are playing a dark side character, and I noticed that early on when you're having a conversation with Atten, it can set up like maybe some characters to show up later. And that was the light side option. Of course, I didn't pick the light side option. I picked the dark side option. So I was like, man, I kind of want to see that character in this game. And if I don't do the light side choice during that line of dialogue very early in the game, then I don't think we see that character. So I was debating like speed running all the way through the game, like up to where we were. But then I was just like, no, I'm not going to do it because it doesn't make sense with our dark side character from the first game. So yeah, I was thinking about doing that as I just hit the load button on it. Wait, what happened? The game crashed. The game crashed. That's a first. All right. I'll just reload it again. See, the game doesn't even like what I was talking about there. So let's load into the actual save here. We got some conversations to talk with Kreia and I think Atten, but we are currently on our way to Telos, which is a planet that was mentioned in the first game. It was the home of Karth. I keep wanting to say his last name is, I know his last name is Onasi, I think, but I keep wanting to say Onasa. Why do I want to keep saying Onasa? I don't know. Don't know, but yeah, we got to talk to some party members here as we're traveling through space and time. So let's get ready to do that here. So my 2 tanks I play are done, so nothing to do except old content like relic weapons or new relics. Yeah, that's something that you shouldn't really subject yourself to many times. Ever since I got the black mage weapon from the Bajan, like I've completed all those steps, I like have no desire to go back into DR at this time. I don't have any desire to do that. I still haven't made progress on farming light for my paladin weapon so I can have the flame sword and shield. But I think there's a couple of ways you can get the light farming, like do the Alexander Raid Savage, or I think what I did for a previous Heaven's Word relic was like just keep running Rayflox, the hard dungeon of that. Just like do that solo, because that takes like 10 minutes or less than 10 minutes. But yeah, so I haven't really done too much farming on that, but I probably should. All right, let's go ahead and level up our character here. Some skills for our character. Definitely persuade and repair, that's for sure. And I think the next opportunity I have to get a feat, I'm probably gonna have to use computer usage, or like get the feat that makes it so this only costs 1 skill point instead of 2, just so that way I can make computer spikes and stuff like that. But I don't know, it might not be necessary anymore to do that. In terms of powers here, we can only get 1 at this time. And again, we're playing dark side, so we only want universal powers or what do you call it? Dark side powers. Battle meditation, the power grants +2 to attack rolls, +2 to damage, and +2 to will saves to all party members. It also increases vitality point regeneration rate of the party. Damn. I kind of want that. I kind of want that. Is there any dark side powers that I can grab? Can't grab Force Lightning until level 9. Or choke. I get slow. Mind trick. I think I'm gonna go battle meditation. Battle meditation. I think I'm going with that one. Where's it at? This one? This one right here. Yeah, that seems like a really good one to take. Take that right now. Oh, I can level up again! Damn, another level up. Missing the canceled ultimate. What? Canceled ultimate? What's that? You mean... ultimate weapon fight or something? What do you mean, sir? Let's see. Wisdom. Damn, charisma, wisdom. I think I'm gonna go with wisdom again. I kind of want to go with strength, but let's go with wisdom. We'll get wisdom to 18, and then we'll work on like strength, and maybe like 2 points into dex or something. Because unlike the first game, this game has no level cap, so we can keep gaining levels all we want. Do I get to take a feat this round? I don't know. I don't know. Repair 6. Repair's probably good for a bit. I can probably start putting points into treat injury and repair next time. Damn, no feat. Okay. No, can't get that. No force lightning. Just yet. So I'm thinking we get slow, maybe? Force push might be kind of fun. Force scream. Sonic damage and reduces attribute points by 2. That could be kind of interesting. I don't know how good Force Scream is. I kind of want to try it. But that's a new power. Yeah, let's try it. I want to try Force Scream. Guy's just gonna yell. Urgh! Okay, so we leveled up. Let's take a look in the journal here. You have been out of touch with galactic events since the Mandalorian Wars. You should try to discover what has happened in the galaxy since your exile. Perhaps Kreia will show more, or will know more once you have escaped Peragus. She has escaped. We have escaped Peragus, so let's go and go over there. Also, I gotta stop holding right click down to move the camera, because it does some weird stuff. Damaged HK unit. Wait, is that HK-47? Okay. We're gonna cliffhanger that. Let's go talk to Kreia. Go talk to this lady. Wait, which is the quick save again? F4? Hang on. I forget. Let's see. Let's save over slot 5. I think quick save is F4 in this game. Yes, it is. Okay. All right, let's talk to Kreia here. Now, again, this game has influence, so I have to be kind of aware of which options are going to gain me positive influence or negative. I think with Kreia and Atten, I think I'm going to try to go with maybe try to gain influence with them. I know that for Kreia we've gained influence, and for Atten we've gotten a lot of negative influence, but I don't know. I'm still unsure how really the system works, but regardless, if you're on one end of the spectrum, like if somebody's all high influence or low influence, they still unlock the same content, like story-wise and stuff. So we kind of just got to pick and choose instead of being in the middle. So we'll try and do that in certain situations, but...
Have you come for more answers? There is little more left
influence
to give.
is a little bit weird in this game when, you know, I don't remember it too often. There was a little more to give. When you lost your hand, I felt a 2. Your hand, is there anything I can do? That sounds light side to me. If you refer to your hand, the choice is yours. I won't be like that to her. I'll just say number 1.
That does not surprise me, any more than you hearing my thoughts when we were apart. The pain, however, was unexpected. If I could, I would have shielded you from it.
If I could, I would have protected you. Sorry for your loss. If I felt the loss of your hand, what would have happened if you died? Interesting. I feel like I want to be rude here. Consider the pain a lesson.
I do not need your condescension nor your lectures. If anyone needs training and guidance, it is you.
Excuse me? The pain I felt when you lost your hand, what if it had been more intense? And what if you had died?
I do not know. I fear that. The consequences would have been more extreme.
More extreme? I probably shouldn't read out every single dialogue option until I say it. I noticed that. I will read them out loud when I should only be reading out loud the one that I'm going to choose. More extreme. I felt like my hand was dipped in molten carbonite.
Then the sensation you would feel upon my death might be less than that, though much quicker.
Quicker, it would have killed me?
Possibly, yes, and I fear it works both ways. I would not wish to test it, nor should you.
Okay. That sounds light side, that one. But at your age, you could die at any moment, especially considering the way you act. I will not allow my life to be tied to some half-dead, delusional old woman. I will say 4, because that's funny. Ish.
If you think a connection to one such as yourself gives me any comfort, then you would be wrong. I desire this no more than you do. It seems that at times of stress and pain, if they catch us unawares, then the pain is transmitted between us.
If it catches us unaware, then the pain transmitted between us. How could this bond have happened? Although I kind of like the third option. How could this bond have happened?
I confess its nature eludes me as well, but the bond is strong, and its roots run deep. It seems the force flows easily between us. When one of us manipulates the force to heal or strengthen ourselves, the other is aided as well.
You and Kreia possess the Force Chain special ability. When either of you use force power, uses the force power on yourself, the other gains the benefit as well. Nice. So I can make her... I can give her all light side spells. And then I will get the benefit of those even though I'm dark side. Because I think for the most part, from what I remember, she's She's kind of like Joe Lee from the first game, where she's just this gray Jedi, neutral, does a little bit of bad, does a little bit of good, and I don't think her alignment changes.
A powerful technique indeed, though, as we have noticed, it has its drawbacks.
I better be able to ask all of this stuff. What I've noticed with this game is that you always say pretty much the first option, and then you'll be able to talk about the other topics in certain situations, but... so what do we do now?
I do not know. The Sith struck more swiftly than I thought, and they will not stop until they have you in their grasp. If you fall, all the galaxy will echo it.
There's other questions I can ask, but there must be some place we can go.
It does not matter where we go. It is not the destination that matters. It is the journey. All paths will take us to the end, whatever it may be, and no matter how strongly we fight against it. For now, we are bound for Telos, and that is enough.
Why are we bound again? Well, enough for what?
Before the war, Jedi who failed their training were sent to the fields of Telos to serve the galaxy, not as Jedi Knights, but as farmers and laborers. The destruction of Telos was complete. I doubt any Jedi remain. Yet there may be echoes of their passing. We shall see.
And if we find no trace of Jedi teachings on Telos to help us?
Then I am left with nothing more than we had already. My faith in you and your ability to meet what comes.
Other question I wanted to ask.
Ask, and I will answer.
I need to know more about the Sith hunting us.
These Sith, they seek the death of all Jedi, as have all the Sith, since the Jedi Order was first split.
First split?
Yes. The Jedi Civil War is not the first one of its kind. Thousands of years ago, the Jedi had another civil war that split the Order. It was a terrible thing. A faction among the Jedi abandoned the teachings of the Order, following their own path. They waged war on their fellow Jedi, a war that raged across the galaxy. But these fallen Jedi were cast out, defeated, and they retreated to worlds in the Outer Rim. Over time, they took on the mantle of the Lords of the Sith, but in their hearts they never forgot the Jedi. The hatred for the Jedi Order burns in their veins like fire and echoes in their teachings. Revan tasted it, as Malak did.
So these Sith continue the crusade? These Sith seem different. Are they following Malak's path? I want to say the third option.
In a manner of speaking, they are different from Malak in that they are concerned only with the destruction of the Jedi. For them, it is all that matters, all that ever mattered. It is a different war these Sith wage, a thing of silence and shadow. They strike from the darkness, hiding from the face of the galaxy until all Jedi are exterminated. After all the Jedi are gone, then the galaxy is theirs, no matter whether the Sith or the Republic rules. It is the dark side that shall reign, unchecked.
I've never seen Sith assassins like those on the Harbinger. Sith on Peragus knew some Force techniques, but they were extremely weak. Nah, we were getting our ass kicked there for a bit. I'll just say one.
I believe them to be the result of special teachings. Their apparent weakness against you is evidence of this. Those Sith assassins can sense their prey through the Force. It is like a hunger. They feed and grow stronger when they are near Force sensitives. The stronger their prey is in the Force, the deadlier they become. As long as you were cut off from it, you were able to evade their sight. But after Peragus, I fear that you will be no longer shielded from their eyes, or the eyes of their masters. The stronger you grow, the more will come.
Okay, there's other questions I want to ask.
Ask.
We have 2 more topics to discuss. When we were on Peragus, I could feel the Force again.
Indeed. And was it the same as before?
It was like a whisper at the edge of hearing.
If my suspicions are correct, perhaps the damage the Jedi Council did was not as permanent as they thought. It is not an easy thing to cut one off from the Force.
They're responsible, they had no rights. Wait, the Jedi did this to me?
What did you believe? That you suddenly lost your connection with the Force without reason?
It's not possible to cut one off from the Force. It's like deafening someone or blinding them. But to cut one off from the Force, it's like losing all your senses at once. It's pretty much the same thing. Say one.
Indeed it is. It is much like losing one's ability to listen, or being put into a deep sleep, unable to awaken to the galaxy around you. Such a thing has been done before, when Jedi have pronounced sentence on their own, and exiled them as they did you.
Don't believe the Jedi would do that. There must be a way to reverse. If the Jedi were not already dead and gone, I would end their lives for doing this to me. Yeah, that sounds dark side.
It is possible that such a thing can be undone. Still, even so, the chances of the Jedi undoing such a thing for a traitor is a slim thing at best, assuming they yet live.
But the Force, I could feel it again, if only slightly.
Our link may have had other consequences. Perhaps you can hear the Force again, distantly through me. If so, then there is hope. I may be able to teach you, train you to feel the Force again. And if you will not allow me to help you, then other Jedi must train you, or undo the damage they have done.
But there are no more Jedi to train? Or there are no more Jedi? You train me? You could barely stand.
I fear there may be no other choice. The threat we face is grave. If you cannot defend yourself, then we have already lost. I offer to train you to become strong again, to know the ways of the Force, and to hear the Force sing within you as it once did.
If your training brings me power, then I will listen.
Then our training shall begin. Whenever I travel with you, I shall impart what I can to you, through my words and presence.
Okay, there was other things I wanted to ask.
Ask.
There's one more thing I want to ask. And that is this one right here. Can you tell me what has happened since the Mandalorian Wars?
Much has happened in the galaxy in your absence, and since the defeat of the Mandalorians at Malachor 5.
You should be able to ask all these things. Tell me about the Mandalorian Wars.
It is a tale you already know well. Almost a decade ago, the Mandalorians began preying on the Republic, bringing the fires of war to many planets along the Outer Rim. Their predations continued, winning victory after victory, until the Republic finally begged the Jedi Council for aid.
But the Jedi Council didn't help. Only a few of the Jedi Knights did.
Indeed. The Jedi Council counseled caution and patience to assess the Mandalorian threat as the Outer Rim burned.
And then Revan and Malak refused to wait.
2 Jedi Knights, Revan and Malak, defied the Jedi Council. They challenged the Mandalorian fierceness and brutality on the battlefield with a viciousness of their own. Revan's entrance into the conflict marked the true beginning and end of the war. It was Revan who drove the Mandalorians back into the unknown regions.
Until we destroyed them at Malachor. I want to say Malachor 4. Malachor 5?
Yes, I have heard tales of Malachor 5 and Revan's part in it. I know you served there in that final battle. It must have been a terrible thing.
Many Jedi died at Malachor 5, and the conflict split the Jedi Order.
You speak the truth. The war's end was merely another beginning, and what seemed a victory for the Republic was far from it. Many believed the Mandalorians defeated Malachor 5, but the Mandalorians taught the Jedi much through battle, and so it was that Malak, Revan, and the Jedi that followed them discovered their true natures in the Mandalorian crusade. But you know this.
But some battles must be fought. It was not Revan's falling.
Did Revan fail? Or was it the failure of the Jedi teachings? A question for another time, perhaps. As Revan and Malak fought the Mandalorians in battle after battle, they grew to despise weakness, just as the Mandalorians did. In the end, the Mandalorians had taught them through conflict, shaped the Jedi, and turned them into a weapon against the Republic.
What happened next?
Revan and Malak, and all the Jedi that served them, turned against the Republic and the Jedi Order. Jedi fought Jedi. Revan was ambushed by the Jedi and captured. Malak continued to wage war in his master's place, inflicting terrible wounds on the Republic. Wounds that bleed still.
Yeah, alright. I like how it's recalling the events of the first game. I'm curious to see what she says about the conclusion, if that's in here. What happened to Malak? Well, how were Malak and the Sith defeated, I guess?
As all Sith do, without a strong enemy, the Sith turned on each other. Revan escaped the Jedi and returned to finish Malak, and that was the end of the Jedi Civil War.
Ah, yeah. But what happened to Revan? Does Revan still live? Did the Jedi capture Revan? I assume that those 3 options, the first 3, they all lead to the same next bit of dialogue. It's just how you word them is differently, I think. What happened to Revan?
No one knows, certainly not I. Korriban lies in ruins, Revan is gone, and the blade of war he promised to stab into the heart of the galaxy has withdrawn. Where Revan wanders now, I do not know.
So nobody knows, and Korriban is deserted. So Revan saved the Republic? You're saying Revan abandoned the war? Revan turned against Malak for the sake of the Republic?
It would seem that way from a certain point of view, perhaps. The Jedi Civil War left wounds that have yet to heal. We shall see if the Republic has the strength to survive.
Malak and Revan should have crushed the Republic. Yes, we're saying that one.
Perhaps. It is sometimes difficult to find the truth in the Jedi Civil War. Was it the Republic that defeated Malak, or was it Revan? If it was Revan, then the Republic was never truly tested.
So what does it matter?
A culture's teachings, and most importantly the nature of its people, achieve definition in conflict. They find themselves or find themselves lacking. Too long did the Republic remain unchallenged. It is a stagnant beast that labors for breath and has for centuries. The Jedi Order was the heart that sustained its sickness. Now the Jedi are lost. We shall see how long the Republic can survive.
I don't care about the Republic. The Republic has avoided its fate too long. Let them burn.
We shall see. The Jedi Civil
like,
War cost the Republic
maybe.
much. The resources of the Sith seemed limitless. The Republic's was not. Fleets of warships, soldiers, and people were lost. Entire planets were decimated. Their inhabitants dead or refugees. It is a great burden for any civilization to bear. And this new threat, it is a quiet thing. Unlike the Jedi Civil War, it drives at something deeper than the strength of the Republic. It is aimed at you.
Because I'm the last Jedi? Dun dun dun. The worst Star Wars movie to ever be made.
The Republic was never what was important, ever. It was but a shell that surrounds the Jedi, just as the teachings of the Jedi are a shell surrounding the heart of man. You see, the war, the true war, has never been one waged by droids or warships or soldiers. They are but crude matter, obstacles against which we test ourselves. The true war is waged in the hearts of all living things, against our own natures, light or dark. That is what shapes and binds this galaxy, not these creations of man. You are the battleground, and if you fall, the death of the Republic will be such a quiet thing, or whisper, that shall herald the darkness to come.
Okay, those were all the questions that we wanted to ask. I will back out and go back to the Malik stuff just to see if I can even say those other options, just to see where it leads, but yeah. There's a lot to take in at once. I need time to reflect on this.
I would see to that fool in the cockpit and remind him of our destination. I would not want him attempting to veer from Telos.
Okay. The fool has a name. If you like, I'd like you to start using it. I'll crack his skull into the bulkhead if he tries.
Watch that one. His thoughts are slippery. I do not trust him, and nor should you. Such a man serves himself first and his allies next.
Okay, so we got influence there. We got a lot of dark side points, I'm assuming. I wish it would tell you.